2024 isn't going out with a flicker. No, it's going down in history. And what is happening now has folks asking a whole lot of questions. I think to answer this, we need to take a look at the big picture. Chances are there's more going on here than meets the eye. What is happening now may very well be a part of a major upcoming prophecy fulfillment. Listen to the end and you'll see it too. But first, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos. Check your notification bell, and if it's in your heart to do so, please support this channel. The help is definitely needed and welcome. Let's get to it. Since the Hebrew year 5785 began, the year of revealing, headlines have been blowing our minds. From that moment on, our world was destined for big changes. Some may say these changes began with the U.S. presidential election. Globally, eyes were glued to the TV awaiting the results because everyone could sense the different directions the future of the world could go. As soon as President-elect Trump won, there was a huge sigh of relief, but that wasn't all. Countries started to strategically shuffle in accordance. Opposition knew that whatever moves they were going to take, they had to do it now. Before we could blink, another huge headline hit the web. Damascus is in ruins and rebels take Syria. Could it be that Isaiah 17:1 had been fulfilled in the midst of the Psalm 83 war that rages on? As fate would have it, Israel moves to defend its border by temporarily taking Mount Hermon, where they say 200 rebel angels fell from grace. Would the victory for the Syrian rebels satisfy them? No. They spoke of grand plans. The Syrian rebels want to march to Jerusalem. From here to Jerusalem, and have patience, their new leader said. These rebels are not friends of Israel or the West. Even more intriguing, there is a prophecy in Micah that describes an Assyrian that many traditionally believe to be the Antichrist. This chapter describes the ultimate fate of this future Assyrian man by the hands of a future ruler of Israel. Not only that, but these very verses also have a woman in travail reference. Micah chapter 5, verses 2 through 6. But thou, Bethlehem Ephratah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been from old, from everlasting. Therefore will he give them up until the time that she which travaileth hath brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the children of Israel. And he shall stand and feed in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they shall abide. For now shall he be great unto the ends of the earth. And this man shall be the peace, when the Assyrian shall come into our land, and when he shall tread in our palaces. Then shall we raise against him 7 shepherds and 8 principal men, and they shall waste the land of Assyria with the sword, and the land of Nimrod in the entrances thereof. Thus shall he deliver us from the Assyrian when he cometh into our land, and when he treadeth within our borders. So you see, the rebels promised to make it to Jerusalem will one day actually happen. In the meantime, according to prophecy, Syria, Iran, and Russia will lick their wounds and circle back for Israel to kick off the Ezekiel 38 war. While we're waiting on that, what's next? A two-state solution? Perhaps. The Pope and the Vatican have been freaking people out lately. Not only does the Pope meet with the Palestinian president for a Christmas message about a two-state solution, but it turns out the Vatican has plans for Christmas Eve too. They actually intend to open a holy door in St. Peter's with a key they had bricked up in a wall. When the wall was broken, they pulled out a box wrapped as a Christmas present. Is the Pope trying to signal the manifestation of a two-state solution in our immediate future? Because the two-state solution goes hand in hand with the Ezekiel 38 prophecy. This is when surrounding Middle Eastern countries, along with Russia, make their way to Israel for a major last days conflict cited in the Bible. Before that can happen, America has to be considered incapable of interfering. Thus, we find ourselves here today. Mysterious drones the size of cars are being seen across the United States, telling us that the war in the Middle East is finally spilling out onto the West. There are a lot of questions surrounding this phenomena, such as, are they spying on us? Are they weaponized? And why? I think the question we should be asking here is, what would you do if you were about to trespass on someone else's property to rob it? Whether you're a petty thief or the general in command of a large fleet, you have to scope out your target. Gather intel. What we are experiencing is a soft form of assault on our nation. It is a prelude for what is to come. Keep your cameras handy, folks. We need all the eyes we can get on this. If you have studied Ezekiel 38 well, then you know that Russia, China, and Iran are most likely the ones behind the drone incursion. Let's say there is a mothership from Iran off the East Coast. Iran is backed by none other than Russia. Russia and China are ride or die bros. Currently, Iran is feeling threatened by Israel's success in battle and how it is beginning to infringe on Iran's proxy warriors such as Hamas and Hezbollah, etc. For those that have seen visions of a red dawn in America's future, there have been details that we are beginning to see shadows of right now. It was said that it would be a surprise, that communications would be down, prohibiting raising the alarm to the rest of the country and acts of defense. These drones are flying under the radar and interfering with radio transmissions. Creepy, right? Dmitry Duduman commented that they would know where our nuclear power plants are. They have been seen around such structures, as well as military bases and the DC Capitol. What I believe the U.S. is seeing here is merely a page in a much bigger plan, a plan so big that it's written in the pages of prophecy. Get ready, a storm is on the horizon. That's all I have for today. Till next time, may God bless you and keep you always.